Hey everyone, happy Monday. I know a lot of us are getting ready to send kids back to school. I've seen a lot of back to school pictures today, and honestly, all the kids look great. All the kids look really happy. I've seen a couple moms who are feeling a little bit sad. I personally have a kindergartner starting tomorrow, and I've been a little bit of an emotional roller coaster. So I feel really excited for her to be getting to ride the bus and to go to school and to make new friends and take this next milestone. But for me, it feels really sad. I don't know where 5 years have gone by, and I feel a little bit like sometimes when I think in my head, I'm thinking I was just doing tummy time with you. I was on maternity leave. How are you about to leave the house and go to school and not be home with me anymore? So it's been a little bit of mixed emotions as far as her leaving the house goes. Plus, I'm a work from home mom a couple of days a week, and she's been home with me this entire time. So not having her here on those days is going to feel sad and lonely and quiet. And even though I'll probably get a lot more done, hopefully, it's still going to be different for me. Now, Sophie, being the bright, young, energetic, and happy baby that she is, told me that I have the dogs here to keep me company. So there's that. But I wanted to give you guys a couple tips because I know this feels really crazy. We are shifting out of summer mode where maybe we've been sleeping in a little bit more, not so worried about what we're doing, eating dinner, exercise. Look, I get it. I used to teach an exercise class in the summer, and people disappear. Vacations, picnics, no one wants to do it. For whatever reason, the time of year where we wear the least amount of clothes to cover ourselves up, no like leggings and sweatshirts and sweatpants, is the time when I feel like people tend to just not care. And everyone wants to have fun. We want to do campfires. We want to drink our wine. We want to have s'mores. So here's what I'm telling you, people. The kids are going back to school. So guess what? It's time to get back to you. And I want to give you guys a few tips. Mark and I brainstormed. On Saturday, we said, look, we got Sophie going back to school. Activities are going to be kicking back up. We got kindergarten orientation tonight. We got school tomorrow. We got karate tomorrow, and so on and so on. So we kind of said, what are we going to do this week to deal with it so that we're not running here and there, that we're not hungry, that we're staying on track for each other. So I'm going to tell you guys, we are using our Crockpot and this right here, which is a pressure cooker. These are my secret weapons. I don't know why people feel like you can't use these until the fall, but I'm here to tell you that you can use them all year long. We do, they work, and they are saviors. Tonight, we are having unstuffed cabbage. Yes. So anyone who's a hunky or has been to like a Pittsburgh, like a graduation party or even weddings, we always have stuffed cabbage. Hunky hand grenades, anyone? They're awesome, right? But it's a labor of love, like boiling the cabbage, letting it cool, rolling up the stuffing into the cabbage, folding them real nicely. Like, it's awesome to have that, but it's a labor of love. So what I do is I have a variation where you put all of the same key ingredients in your crock pot and you just let your crock pot do the work. So there's no rolling, there's no boiling cabbage. It's all just into the crock pot, and it smells amazing in my house today. So Mark actually made this dish. I gave him the recipe on Saturday when we did our meal prep, and he put this together. So guys, if you have husbands and you would like to share this, please let me know, and I will have Mark Aaron Smith let your husbands know how to make this happen. That's the other thing. If you have someone at home with you, you need to start enlisting some help. Stop taking this all on yourself. But if you don't, or it just doesn't work out that way, then you can still do this. Unstuffed cabbage is what's for dinner tonight. Other things on the menu, also economical. I mean, these are things that you are just taking cans, so you don't have to chop tomatoes or like lots of vegetables. You can just take cans and start dumping them into your crock pot. We're doing chili bean pulled pork. Easy, okay? It's a pulled pork. Here's where I'm gonna give you a little money saving tip. When Giant Eagle, or whatever store you go to, but I know Giant Eagle does this, has buy one, get one free meat, buy it, right? So I pulled a pork roast out of my freezer, buy one, get one free, And we're doing one, it'll go in the crock pot. So it's the pulled pork roast. If you want, you can trim the fat off of it. A can of chili beans and a can of black beans. That's it. That's all there is. It's just 3 ingredients, and it's awesome, and it makes a ton. And you can serve that with a side of rice. You can serve that with tortilla chips. You can serve that in a taco if you wanted to make it like a taco. You can serve it on lettuce if you're trying to limit your carbs because you got beans in there. So you can do that up a bunch of different ways. Put a little bit of cheese on top of it. If you want, you can put a little sour cream or avocado on that. You can do Greek yogurt with some Mexican seasoning in that if you're watching your fat. Boom. Dinner number 2 done, and you didn't have to do anything, okay? Basically, you threw it in the crock pot. If you want to do it with rice, that's a 90-second bag of rice. Don't get fancy. Don't get fancy. Let me talk about using the pressure cooker here. So I got this pressure cooker as a gift. If you have one and you don't use it, let me tell you, it's a little intimidating, and it's not exactly like a crock pot. So it's a lot faster, and we used this yesterday because we went to Sandcastle and took a day off. And what I did was, again, buy one, get one free at Giant Eagle. Morgan. Hold on, Sophie. I got a London broil, and I put it into the, baby. Okay, babe. So we put it into the pressure cooker with some of those small potatoes that I got at Aldi. And what else did I put in here? A little bit of red wine vinegar, a little bit of water, and some baby carrots. You just throw those all in there. If you want, slice up an onion. That was really good in there too. And you just put it on and you turn it on. And it was done in like 40 minutes. But again, minimal work. You just put everything in here and you're saving money because you're buying your stuff. Buy one, get one free. And you're just using it when you need it. So put the other one in the freezer and plan your week out. Another meal that we're doing this week, Mexican crock pot dinner. This is another simple one. And now see, we did ground turkey, we did a pork roast, we've talked about beef. Now I'm going to talk about chicken. Here's another easy one. It's chicken in your crock pot. You can use Mexican seasoning that you can make at home. We always have ours on hand, so if you do that one day, then it's ready to go. A can of corn. I think there's a can of beans in there, and it's just, again, really easy stuff that you're putting and loading into your crock pot. You can serve that as a taco. You can serve it over lettuce. You can serve it over rice. Sophie's doing her own little live video over there, so we're going to compete here. And I think, I'm doing surprise casserole. So because we got crock pot going, we got the pressure cooker going, we prepared a casserole in one of our casserole dishes because we have a lid, we put it on, we put it in the fridge. So surprise casserole is really easy, and this is one that I can credit to my mother. Because I feel like she didn't know what else to call it, so she just called it surprise casserole to make us feel like it was something special when really, there's my mom right there, speak of the devil. So, Mom, I'm telling them about surprise casserole and how I feel like you just made that up because it was basically you were just serving us what was left in the fridge and you didn't know what else to call it. So surprise casserole is the family favorite of the Woodburns, and it's actually very yummy, it is very healthy, and it's very easy to make. It's ground turkey with some salt and some pepper. It's sliced up carrots, but if you want to save time from having to peel carrots, you can use shredded carrots. They sell them in the in Giant Eagle. They have, it was Grandma's recipe. They sell them in Giant Eagle, or they have those crinkle cut, pre-cut carrots. Just get those. Don't stress yourselves out. Just take shortcuts when you need them. A potato, a sweet potato. So Mark just peeled one. So that was like the main thing that he peeled. And I was already using celery for salad. So he just chopped up the celery and put it in there. A can of, it usually calls for whole tomatoes, but I have decided that whole tomatoes aren't the direction that I like to go. So I buy diced tomatoes because I feel like it spreads better. And that's basically it. So you can put a little bit of tomato paste in there if you want, but you just put that into your casserole dish, and the day that you're ready, you just cook it in the oven for what, like 30, 40 minutes. Very cute. So cute. So those are some of the meals that we're doing this week. Use your kitchen tools to save you during this back to school time. It's just crazy. I know that the kids get a little bit crazy because they're not used to like having to concentrate all day long. So you're getting, a pleasant child is leaving you in the morning, and perhaps someone else is coming home in the afternoon. I use the petite cut tomatoes and then a little bit of ketchup. So you have changed the recipe since I've written it down. So yeah, I use the petite cut tomatoes too. She puts ketchup in hers, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with ketchup. Tomato sauce is a little bit cleaner than ketchup, or like I said, a little bit of tomato paste. If you want your sauce to be a little bit thicker, that typically works really, really well. A sweet potato or a regular potato, whatever you guys want. Both potatoes are very good for you. They're both carbs, they're starches. And I know people think sweet potatoes are healthier. It's a wash. They're both superfoods. They both have really good vitamins and minerals and things to them, and they're both cost effective. So we're not going to hate on any one type of potato. We kind of like, yes, babe, thanks for asking. We do like sweet potatoes and we prefer sweet potatoes, but white potatoes are good too. So I hope that gives you guys some ideas. If you're interested in any of these recipes, I'm going to be hosting a back to school group where I'm going to give you guys lots of crockpot recipes, a meal plan that you can follow, and we'll talk about exercise because that's the other thing that is my saving grace. I get up every morning and I exercise, typically 30 minutes or less, because it keeps me sane. It helps me focus. I have more energy. I am more patient and calm because I kind of get that out of my system early. For me, it works when I get up and do that early. I know some people would prefer to do it later in the day or when they get home from work. That's fine too. People ask me all the time, when's the best time to work out? It's whenever you are more likely to work out. So I'm more likely to work out in the morning than I am later on in the day, but whatever your schedule fits. So if you're interested in getting some crockpot and casserole recipes, meal plan, and exercise, then please comment below or shoot me a message so that I know to add you into the group. I gotta go. Who is calling my house right now? But we got to get ready for kindergarten orientation. I hope this helps. If you have questions, let me know. See ya.